Welcome back to another episode of the Servant Podcast. I am Joey Servin, the host with the mostest, and it's an honor for me to do this. I've done this quite a few times with this brother of mine. Not blood brothers, but we go so far back. This is like my brother here. Um, we go back so far that when it comes to a topic like this is the one person I had to bring on. No questions asked. And if you're familiar with who I am, then you're familiar with who he is. We've done a number of podcasts together. We've done a number of shows together. We've worked together over the last 15 some odd years, 16 some odd years, dating way back to when I was involved with the music. This is my brother from another mother, the one you may know as Breeze, or you may know him as Loon. You may know him as Looney. You may know him as Mr. Looney. You may know him as Greg Breez. I know him as my brother from another mother. My brother, welcome.
Hey, man, bro, you can't get a better interest than all I need is some WWE music, bro, and walk out with a belt.
Dun,
Nah,
dun, dun,
bro.
dun,
Da, da, da,
dun, dun, dun.
da.
We can
Nah,
see
bro.
you.
You know what, bro? I had actually said that actually on one of my prior podcasts. It's like people
Mhm.
think that, I just brought, Oreo in. No, man, I've been working with Oreo since, when there was no camera and there was no, right? You had to
Yeah.
just have something to have attention and you had to have a show grabber. And there we had LBP radio. And I was like, man, that first hour, I need somebody to start it up, you know what I mean? So we could bring in the next show. And you were able to do that, bro. And I'll never forget you for that. It sucks, right? It sucks the way they took us off air, you know what I mean? When we lost our
Hmm.
program director.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Steve, man. I
Rest,
still miss that guy, bro.
rest in power.
Still miss him, man. Um, and they thought they silenced us, but nah, you can't
Nah.
silence good people that have
Yeah.
a very loud voice, bro. You can't.
Yeah. No, that wasn't gonna last long whatsoever. Not at all.
Nah.
Especially with the brain power that the two of us got, and
Yep.
as vocal as we are. Nah, it wasn't. This
Yeah, it wasn't
this
gonna
was
stay that way.
inevitable. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It was. It
Definitely.
was. It was just a matter of time. And like I said, either like I said, uh when I had my time on G Up Radio, shout out to Also True. When
Yes,
I had my time
sir.
on G Up Radio and that didn't work out for whatever reason, right? There was no negativity behind it. Um you jumped right in and said, hey, how would you like to be a part of WP Radio and start your own show? Yeah. Started the Junkie Alley Radio, right? I moved it over from G Up Radio to LBP Radio.
Yep.
We did our little, and then every so often we would have a little sports segments between the two of
Yep.
us, right?
Or we bring
Um,
in rest in peace Bundy, and have our
yeah,
little damn, bro. Look at all these people, bro, that were part of us and no longer
yeah,
here, man. It's crazy. But
yeah,
I
and
thank you, bro. I thank you, man, for always being down, for always being reachable, for always just what I mean when you need that olive branch, like let me see if he's available, bro. You've always knocked it out the park. So that's
well,
my
I want to
my
thank
thank
you
you to
first.
you,
I,
man.
I no, I need to thank you because when I hit the funk, and you and I spoke about this before. When I hit the funk, right? I just kind of hit this funk where I just didn't want to do it. And
Yep.
you reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're me and Stress, we're gonna have a topic about so and so, whatever it was at the time, right? How would you like to jump on?" I was like, "Yeah, because it's you, I'm gonna go ahead and do it."
Right.
It was from that day forward, I was like, you know what? I love doing this. I love doing this,
And
and
you could see it. You could see it, bro. You could see it. You
like,
could hear it. Like you're meant to do this, bro.
yeah, and I let I don't say that for myself. I just let other people. I let other people say it. I don't. I humble myself. I've come a long way from what I was before. That you know, I'm I'm a humbled human being. I don't let I don't let the negativity or what people have to say. At the end of the day, you know what? It's like, look, you either I'm not. I have the saying where I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to make you think
Right. Exactly. Same here.
because that's what it
Exactly
is.
what it is.
I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to get I'm just here to get that brain rattling a little bit and make the next person think. You know what I mean? But
Exactly.
for me to have you on here, like I said, it's a given. There's no questions asked, especially when it comes to this topic that we're going to talk about.
Let's get it.
Um, there's no other person, but like you said, let's get into it. Luka and AD trade. The Luka and AD trade.
Bro, when my phone rang, now let me tell you something about Oreo. Okay. Oreo is someone, he'll contact you, in the day, right? Oreo is not a person that will be calling you at 10 or 11 at night. So when I looked at my phone and I saw his name pop up, the first thing that I thought in my mind was something's wrong, right? That you're obviously going to think that because you don't speak to this person never late at night. So I saw that. I was like, oh my God, what happened? Right. So I pick up the phone and I didn't even say hello. You remember this, bro? I was like, what
Yeah.
are you doing calling me at this time? Are you okay? Those were the first words that came out of my mouth. Am I lying?
No, it's fact. It's facts.
And you said, bro, I'm going to tell you exactly how Oreo did it. Okay. He said, bro, are you sitting down? I'm like, yeah, why? What's up? He's like, the Lakers just got Luka Doncic. And I'm like, bro, it's not even reported anywhere now. And as he's telling me that, I'm looking everywhere, right? And it's not reported. It's not on ESPN, nowhere to be seen. So I'm like, okay, he got fooled by a reel or a TikTok, right? That's what I'm thinking in my mind. I'm like, bro, there's no trace of it. And you're like, he got traded to the Lakers, bro. And I'm like, I'm not seeing it anywhere. 2 minutes after he starts telling me about AD being traded, it starts popping up. I'm like, oh my God, it's real. And at first, bro, I was like, I don't know how to feel about this, right? Because I really like AD. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I really liked AD. No
Yeah.
one's gonna tell me, bro, I need to say, I need to sit up for this one. Because now we getting into basketball. And you know how I feel about basketball, bro.
Perfect. Exactly why you're on.
I hate, and I want people paying attention to go back to 2020. Okay, when the Lakers won that championship in the bubble, right? They call it the bubble championship, okay? And every time, bro, they bring it up. Like, oh, nobody really wanted to be there, so no one ever really tried to play. Bullshit. Go back and look at those highlights, bro. In 2020, everybody was trying to win. You look at how hard they were trying to play. If they didn't want to be there, bro, it would look like an all-star game. Tell me I'm lying.
Yep.
If
No,
nobody
it's
wanted to
true.
be in that bubble, it would look like an all-star game. You would have no defense, right? Nah, bro, they were playing their asses off, bro. So when I see that, it offends me because the Lakers went through they went through everybody, right? And the one highlight, bro, that keeps rolling in my head after we traded AD was that he's wearing that Mamba jersey. He's fading back with Jokic in front of him against the Nuggets. Bam!
Kobe.
Hits that three. Kobe,
Kobe.
Kobe, Kobe. He said it 3 times.
Yeah, because that was the same
That
year Kobe had passed away.
was the same year he passed.
Yeah.
So that rolls in my mind, right? I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
He got us one. That's what I keep thinking, right? He got us one.
Yeah,
And
he
he
did.
got one. And he got,
Yeah.
and I hate to say this, bro, he's not gonna get anymore. He's in the only one he's gonna get is with the Lakers. Why do you say? Okay, he's how old? He's 30, 31? Is he
31
31?
going to 32.
32, right? And he's just so injury, bro. Like last night, he got injured. He played. I think he dropped like 20 something points, bro. He was
Yeah.
yelling, I'm here. I'm here. 5 minutes later, he was in the back because he was injured. He got injured on a growing pool. The same thing the Lakers were very weary of. We're like, oh, man. I know, look, bro, I know the Lakers didn't really want to get rid of Davis, but when someone says, hey, man, we'll give you Luka
Yeah.
Doncic, we'll give you your next franchise because LeBron's gone in the next year or two, but you don't got to worry about rebuilding because you got Luka now. You pull that trigger, bro. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's bro, what is he, like a 4 or 5 time scoring champion? Dude can hit
I think
shots from
I
freaking
think
half court, like
I think two or three
two or
time
three times,
scoring champ.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And how close to MVP? Seriously. Like,
I think twice he was runner up.
okay. So what makes you think he won't now be an MVP? Because you not only are you getting Luka Doncic, right? This is the important part, Oreo, and this is where I get mad. The fans are like, "Oh, but Luka," and I'm like, okay. First of all, he's runner-up MVP back to back, right? Not only are you getting Luka Doncic, you're getting a pissed off Luka Doncic that wants to prove, oh, okay, y'all just got rid of me like that. You think I'm just gonna let that go? That's the Luka you're getting.
And he's 25 years old.
And he's 25, bro. Now, people, listen to me. Calm your tits. The Lakers didn't even have Luka. Okay? They're 10 games above 500. 11 now. 11
11
games
now. Yeah.
above 500. They have a
Yep.
first-time coach, and JJ Redick has them playing like this. And you're worried. Because why? Because we lost AD? We don't have a big man? We got Jackson Hayes. Yeah, I understand he's not AD, right? We would have had Mark Williams had the Charlotte Hornets not hit all the injuries that he really had, and we had to rescind that. My point is this, Oreo. You have pretty much another legend on your hands ready to
Yeah.
carry us into the next 8-9 years.
Yep.
Lakers don't have to do anything, bro. They got him.
Just got to lock him up.
Let me ask you this, Oreo. What happens if you don't trade AD? Now you got LeBron for another 1 or 2 years, right? Now LeBron's gone. Who are you handing the keys to?
What and I think that's a lot of people's point too. That's a lot of people's point as well. And to piggyback off of what you said as well is, look, I told people at work, as like Laker fans, Laker fans right now, we're number one, we're surprised. That's number one, right? No,
Of
number two
course.
is like we don't know how we should feel. I go, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I go because look, we love Anthony Davis in LA.
Yep.
We love him.
Yep.
We love Anthony
Yep.
Davis. I go, so if for
100.
us it feels so for us it feels like we're cheating on Anthony Davis because here we got now we got Luka here now, right? So now it's like, man, now we don't know how to now we don't know how we should really feel
Those are the first words
because
that came out of your mouth, sir. I don't know how to feel right now.
because because we lost Anthony Davis and we love Anthony Davis, man. Like I saw him in that Dallas Mavericks uniform yesterday, and I was like, that just doesn't look right no more. That doesn't look right.
Right.
But
Yep.
it is what it is, right? It is what it
Yep.
is.
Yep.
But it's like, man, only if there was a way they could figure out to have them both. But obviously, we know that's never going to be
Yeah.
possible,
Yeah.
right?
Nah, hell
That's
no.
never going to be possible. Realistically, that's not. But
Right.
that just goes to show that, man, that's just how much we love Anthony Davis. But it's like, man, we got a
Yeah.
25-year-old Luka that we can have for the next 10, 15, 20 plus 10, 15 years
Yep.
in that Laker uniform.
I don't ever want to hear anything about
Like,
Rob Pelinka again.
man, dude, it's like, look, you and I have talked about this before. As a matter of fact, you and I and Stress have talked about this before, and shout out to Stress as well.
Stress.
We've talked about this before. We can sit here, and over the years, you know this. I have given a lot of leeway to some of the players, right?
Yep. Yep.
I also
Yep.
feel like Darvin Ham should have never gotten fired. I also feel like, well, you and
I said Vogel should. Yeah, we said Vogel
we both said that
should have went
neither of these
nowhere.
two should have been fired. For us, it was more about effort. These guys weren't playing effort. Now, why is it now all of a sudden these guys are starting to play? Like it's like, look, I said this on Phil the Breeze when it first came back. I'm not watching. I'm not watching the NBA.
Yep.
And I literally stopped watching it. And then once this Luka trade happens, I'm like, okay, I wanted to tune in because I wanted to hear the conversations regarding the trade. I wanted to hear what was going on. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing these guys play with effort. And I'm like, where has this been the last few years?
Mhm.
Where has this effort been the last few years? And I was like, okay. So I tuned into the next game against the same thing. I was like, where were these guys at? Where was this effort at before? Why is it that all of a sudden these guys are starting to play with effort, but when Vogel was there, these guys weren't playing with effort. When Darvin Ham was there, these guys weren't playing with effort. Kill me with all that Darvin Ham was the problem and Vogel was the problem. Those guys weren't the problem. The problem was these players weren't playing with effort.
Yep.
That was the problem. Now, why is it all of a sudden these guys are playing with effort?
Yep. But not only that, Oreo, you have to remember this too. And a lot of people just they just shoe it, and I'm like, well, there you go. That's the problem. You're shoeing it. You're not looking at what was happening, right? When Vogel was there, bro, he couldn't run lineups he wanted to because he was being told by uppers, nah, put Westbrook in. Put Westbrook. Vogel could see that it wasn't working, and he was like, can I get him? No, put him in.
And
You got to
and
put him
for
in.
the record, that was Kurt Rambis. For the
Yes,
record, that was Kurt Rambis' doing.
Kurt Rambis, okay? So then what do you think freaking Harm Ham inherited when he took over? Same thing, bro. No, don't play that guy. Play that. They were telling him who he had to play. And it's like, okay, you're not going to win that way, bro, because that's not the lineup you want. That's not the people you think can win for you. And when you do that, that's not happening with JJ Redick, bro. He's looking and like, okay, you're not giving me any effort. Get out. Let's put you in.
One thing I will add, bro. Seriously, I will add, and I said this. I think I said this on Field of Breeze as well. Is that Austin Reeves has turned into a ball hog, in my
Yes,
opinion.
you did say that. Yeah, you
I
did.
I I I watched a clip last night of a game. Last night he scored 45 points in the
Yes, you
win,
did.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Without LeBron, he scored 45 points. I'm looking at the ball where he's given the ball at the top of the key, right? And it looks like he's being trapped by two or three guys. And rather than dishing it off to someone that's wide open, he decided to keep the ball and take it to the hole. It's like, come on,
Mm-hmm.
man. Come
This
on.
is the thing with that, bro. And I understand what you're saying because I saw a couple plays like that too. I was like, damn, bro, pass it, right? And when I say this, guys, take it with a grain of salt, right? Austin needs to feel like he's the third now that AD's not there. Because you got Luka coming in, what, Monday? I think now he's coming in.
Monday, tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, so you got Luka coming in Monday. Who do you think's gonna hold
Yep.
that ball? Who's controlling the ball? Luka. Okay. So in my mind, and I don't know if you'll get it when I say it, it was an audition. Reeves' performance last night was an audition to Luka. Like, yeah, you could throw me the ball. Look what I could do. You know what I mean? Don't forget
No, I
about
get
me.
it. No, I get
And
it. I get that
and I
part.
understand.
But
And I understand he doesn't have the IQ like you would see three people trapping you. Obviously, there's two people open, right? Find your
Mhm.
shooter. No, he took it to the hole. I saw that. And matter of fact, I saw it on two occasions. There was another time where he was going down the lane and it just swallowed up, right? So if it swallows up, you're to kick it out, to whoever's open. Hey, he still tried to lay it up and he got swatted. But that's what I'm saying. He he does have the give me the ball mentality and get out of my way. But the problem is he doesn't make the right decisions when he has the ball in his hand consistently. He'll do it now and then, right? But it's not a consistent
Right. And
like
that's where we're gonna draw a problem
yep.
because again, you're number one, you are not the guy. You are basically the third wheel. See the
Yeah.
difference between and I hate to make this comparison, right? I hate to. But the difference between him and Kobe, right? And again, this is not a comparison to the two of them. There is no, and this is my
There's no
point.
comparison.
There is, what the, um, there is, the problem is that you are not Kobe.
Yeah.
You are not Kobe. You are not even LeBron. You are
Mm-mm.
not even Luka.
Not even close.
So if you start doing that, you're going to cause a lot of problems.
Yep.
and it's going to alienate a lot of guys.
Let me ask you something, bro. I'm watching, and you know what makes me laugh though, bro? And I know
Mhm.
you, because you always tell me, Breeze, stop listening to them freaking analysts, right? But you can't help it. You're watching and you're hearing them tear down, right? Before the dude even landed in LA, Luka was already getting torn down, right? It's not gonna
Right.
work. Him and LeBron can't work together. Just like him and Kyrie couldn't work together. It's the same thing. Luka's gonna be injured and he's not gonna like taking orders from LeBron if he sees them trying to get him physically ready. You see all of this, right? I'm like, brother hasn't even got on a plane yet, to come to LA. He's still on Twitter saying, damn, I can't believe this happened. And bro, that's how you put out a heartfelt message to the team that traded you and you had no idea. That message that he put out, I was like, damn, bro, brother's gonna make me cry, not even a Dallas fan, right? So I know how they felt. But then he came back with another one, right? I'm ready, LA, right? Okay.
Hmm.
How are you tearing? And I'm asking you this: how can you tear down someone who is not even in the city yet? He's still over there, and you're already tearing every kind of credibility down. That the Lakers got worse. Now they have no big man. Now they have no defense. Which, by the way, the last 5 games they are number one ranked defense. Are you aware of that?
I heard about it.
That's that's
Yeah,
crazy, bro. You have no AD, and in the last 5 games, you're the number one ranked defense. I want to get your opinion on that, sir.
my opinion is I really don't have one, to be honest with you. I don't. Again, because I haven't really watched any basketball outside of the last two games, and most likely will watch tomorrow's game with Luka for the first time. His first game as a Laker, actually. Let me rephrase that. Um, I really don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you. I really don't. I'm at a loss for words when it comes to that, to be honest with you.
It's
Because
stupid,
again,
right?
yeah, because clearly now, like I said, clearly now they're playing with effort. But like I
Yeah.
said, where was that effort before?
Can I say something, bro?
Absolutely.
I said as much as I love AD, and I said that. I was really shocked when he got traded because I was an AD fan, right? Bro, there is something that bothered me with him, okay? And it's gonna resonate when I say it, okay? And you'll understand what I'm saying. What position did he say he loved to play? The 4, right?
Right.
He didn't want to play the 5. And you can see it. He didn't want to play the 5. But can I ask a very serious question, bro? How many legit 5s really are there in the NBA?
Well,
Seriously.
there isn't. Well, there isn't.
Exactly. So you should be dominating and not saying I want to be the 4. Because if anything, there's no 5s anymore. It's not like back when Shaq was playing and you had a center on every team just to combat him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now you're in the midst of playing in an era where nobody wants to play the paint. They're on the outside shooting. So
Absolutely.
what are you complaining about? Now you can be that guy. But you didn't, and you kept crying, and you kept crying, and you kept crying. So the Lakers tried their best, right? They got Jackson Hayes, they got uh Christian Wood, they got who was the other guy, bro? I can't think right now. He was the one that was having heart issues, and then he passed, and he came, but he's a center, right? They had almost
Hmm.
3 centers, and he just wouldn't. Okay, but that's why I'm asking, bro, how many physical centers really are there left in today's NBA for you to be crying like that?
Right. Let me ask you. Let me ask you this because we got like 5 minutes left,
Oh yeah, go
and
ahead.
just to get your honest opinion. What are you expecting from this team moving forward?
I'm expecting a lot of 5 out, bro. I'm expecting to see the court really open for Luka to go ahead and get through the middle. Now Luka is really good at getting attention when he's driving to the lane, and he does know how to kick it out. That's the difference between him and Reeves. If 3 people are coming at him, he's throwing the ball to somebody. He's not going to try to drive that. He's going to kick it to somebody who's open so they can hit it, right?
Hmm.
And crazier than that, look at our shooters, bro. They're shooting. They're shooting. They
Getting
are
good and
now
starting to hit his
shooting.
shots.
Yes, he's shooting. Hachimura is shooting. They're doing what you know what it was, bro? You asked why now, right? Bro, when the lane is congested, they know where they got to go. They got to go to the outside to stop our shooters, right? So how the fuck are you going to shoot? You can't. With AD out of there, the 5 out, bro, you're going to either have to double LeBron, triple Luka, and who's that going to leave open? Our shooters. The
Yeah,
shooters that we got are shooting, bro. That's the difference. That's why the Lakers are winning. Top bottom line. Look.
yeah.
Go back and look at the last 9 games and watch the Lakers shoot. They shoot. They shoot. The shooters
Here,
are shooting.
here's what I want to do right before I close this.
Yes, sir. Hey,
I want
welcome
to I
back,
want to
Dalton
get
Connect. Welcome back,
yeah,
Dalton Connect. I didn't want to
exactly.
see him go either. Now he's back. But is
Right?
that weird, Oreo? Before we leave, is that weird? He just got traded. Now he's got to come back to the team that
Yeah,
didn't want him.
yeah,
How the hell is he
yeah.
going to react?
I'm sure he'll be okay. But
He will.
the one thing I would do want to do is I want to get you back on later on sometime this week,
Oh,
whenever
of
you're
course,
open.
bro. Of course, brother.
So
You know me.
the reason being is because by the time we get back, on, we'll have a couple of games in with Luca in,
Yes.
and just kind of get
Yes.
a reaction off of the games that we see him play.
Definitely. Definitely. Hey, brother. Thank you so much, man. It means the world to me, man, for coming on your show. And let me just say this before I leave. Super proud of you, bro, for staying with it. Like you said, you
Thank
hit a
you.
funk at one point, and I was not gonna let that light fucking dim because I seen it and I know what you're capable of. Keep doing it. Keep support. Well, I'm gonna keep supporting you. You know that any way I can, and just proud of you, brother. Just proud of you, man.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate you coming in and taking the time out to just spend a little bit of time with me and let's talk about this trade, this huge trade that went on.
Huge, huge, bro. And we'll definitely have to. Hey, y'all don't know this ain't the only time you can see Mr. Servant, okay? You can see him
Nah,
on Field of Breeze when we make our
yeah,
return too. So be
100%,
ready.
100%. You
Double
guys be
trouble,
on lock for
baby.
that too. That's right. That's right. LEU, LEU, LEU. All right. In the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in. Until the next time, peace out.